Hello friends, my name is Professor M.S.Rao. Today I am going out to enjoy the nature and I will share with you a couple of stories on life and leadership in this video. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I am a survivor of brain stroke in the year of 2021. So this is the home where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives. You can see the villas in and around our home, and it's a very beautiful place. And now I'll walk and talk, and I'll share with you a couple of stories on life and leadership. So let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S. Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including in Air Force, business, teaching and training. I am a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that, the brain stroke worsened my health. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. I'm 61 years old with lots of challenges. Despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. Never ever give up in life. Life is an opportunity, life is a gift from God. Enjoy every moment of your life and be positive. My blood group is B positive and I am positive by nature. So be positive. Now I have introduced myself. Now I'll start sharing with you about Seattle story briefly. So I'm in Seattle right now, walking with my wife, and Seattle is very beautiful and very pleasant place, and people are amicable and adjustable, and they embrace diversity, they respect LGBT. Now we are in fall season. So we are approaching winter very soon. You can see snow from the far distant places. And Seattle and Bellevue are closely connected, and Seattle and Bellevue are like twin cities of Telangana in India. So there are some couple of companies they are doing good. Some of them are Boeing, Alexa Airlines, Costco, Amazon, Starbucks, Northstrom, and Microsoft. These are some of the companies. They are doing good, and The entrepreneurs had a vision very long back, and they started from nowhere to the current positions. So a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. These entrepreneurs took their first steps and succeeded. When you look at Jeff Bezos, he started Amazon from garage, and he started with books. So now he has a couple of companies, and he's doing lots of activities. So it is advisable to encourage entrepreneurship, because when you start entrepreneurship, you will get employment opportunities, you get money, and you will have visibility, and you can impact humankind. So I sincerely implore you to explore entrepreneurship. But entrepreneurship is not an easy thing, it's very challenging, and entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for faint-hearted. I wanted to become an entrepreneur, and things didn't work out, so I became a faculty member in the year 2007. So that's my story, but in general it's better to encourage entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship is risky. Life itself is a risk. We don't know what happens next, right? And entrepreneurship is riskier because it's not only the matter of an individual, it's a matter of all collective people, collective responsibility to impact holistically. So people have done lots of things and became successful, and there are people they failed, and still there are some companies, startups, they are doing good in Seattle, and Seattle is noted for entrepreneurship, and it's a great city, and I love this city. And first time I came to USA in Seattle, and I'm amazed with the viewpoints and the ambience in Seattle. But here Seattle is the weather is currently it's now entering into cold. It's getting cold, and it's very cold now. Until a month ago, Seattle was a city of with contrast weather, because it was drizzling, it was raining, it was foggy. Likewise. So this is briefly about Seattle and entrepreneurship, and I published 53 books, and 7 books are yet to be published, and one of the books is about entrepreneurship, and which is yet to be edited. So I am also passionate about entrepreneurship, which is closely connected with my leadership. So now I am walking and talking, and I'll wait for a moment at the junction. So once I cross the junction, then I will share with you various other aspects. This is Round Box Fitness. This is Seattle Supermarket. This is the junction. So this is the junction. I am standing. You will get groceries. So all things are available. Seafood, vegetable market. Yesterday I went to a market here, and I did shopping with my wife. So this is junction, and here in USA rules are very strict. and you have to be very careful. Of course, there is a lot of freedom, but at the same time, we have to abide by the rules and regulations. So now we got the green signal, and then I'll walk and talk. Let me take a break, then I will. Yeah, I have crossed this center. This is a center junction. Now I will walk and talk. So I introduced myself, then I shared with you about Seattle story. Now I will talk with you about the conversation I had with host, and she emphasizes children and mindfulness, and she's a doctorate from Harvard Medical College, and she had her own challenges since childhood, and her father supported, and she has 2 sons, and she interviewed me some half an hour back, and I might to get the video. Once I get the video, I'll upload and share with the connections. So I'll briefly share with you the conversation I had with Dr. Kate. She is also from Seattle, and I am also in Seattle. It's precisely the power of universe, right? So she shared her life story about the challenges. Of course, she is the host and I was the guest. She shared briefly about her challenges, the health issues she had, and then she asked about my books. Then I shared about my books. Then I shared my challenges, and I told them that I was short in height and I had asthma in childhood. Then somehow I led and I joined the Indian Air Force, and I served in the Indian Air Force. And I have a chronic back pain since 2007. Then I had a brain stroke in the year 2021, and I have severe internal allergies. So all these things I shared in the podcast half an hour ago. So I came out to enjoy the nature, and she asked a couple of questions related to what is wellness, what is mindfulness. Then again she has asked questions about success and wellness, and she asked about resilience. Then I told that we have to everyone has a degree of resilience, but in my case I had severe health challenges and financial challenges, but still I have to recover. So I'm resilient by nature. So I shared with her that I'm very resilient. Then she has asked the success. Then how do you define success? I said success means adding value and impacting humankind. That is my definition of success. For some people, success means making money. For some people, enjoy with others. For me, learning and growing and achieving success and impacting humankind. This is my definition of success. So there is no fixed formula for success. It all depends upon the individual, their ideas and insights and philosophies, right? So I explained about success. Success is only a comma, not a full stop. I mean, success, it means success. So don't run too much about success. I told her success is relative. It depends upon the individual, how he or she views the success. Then she has asked about wellness, the definition. She asked the definition for wellness. Then I said about wellness. Then I told her about the happiness. Happiness means people often search for stones by leaving gems at home. We are all gems. Why should we look elsewhere? Right? So I told her happiness lies within, not elsewhere, and we have to be happy despite challenges, and what can't be cured must be endured. So you learn to be happy and be mindful and be ethical. So that's what I told about wellness and happiness. Both are connected, and happiness lies within, not outside, because we are gifted with a limited span on this beautiful planet. So we have to do whatever is possible without whining, without complaining, without criticizing, and without condemning, right? So we are gifted with a limited lifespan. So we have to do our best to impact humankind. That's what I said. Then she has asked about how I can be connected through social media. Then I shared with her that I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I am very strong on LinkedIn, and my books are available on Amazon. So if you Google Professor M.S.Rao, you will find everything. I told. I don't have any website. I told. Then she asked a couple of aspects about resilience. Resilience means what? We all have. We are resilient. Maybe the degree of resilience varies from individual to individual, but we are all gifted with resilience. So in my case, I had major challenges. I never give up. I keep working hard and keep moving forward. Momentum is the key. Then she has asked about my profile. Then I said I am very curious and creative, and I am an author and researcher, and I do a lot of research. I create models, methods, and I create perspectives, and I create rules like Professor M.S.Rao's 4M rule. Now I told her that a fortnight ago I decided to work on my own philosophy. So I shared with her, and she has asked what are the messages you are giving. Then I said I can give a couple of messages. To start with, my message, first message is that I signed up for hashtag he for she. I advocate gender equality, and I published a book titled Strategies to Build Women Leaders. For that book, I received foreword from former Vice President of India, and I have dedicated this book to Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, and Oprah Winfrey. And I advocate gender equality. I emphasize women empowerment. I signed up for hashtag he for she, and the message I have given for her is a bird cannot fly with one wing. A bird can fly only with 2 wings. In the sense, both men and women have to work together and collaborate to build a better world, because more than 50% of the women are not getting opportunities to grow. There is a glass ceiling that is a challenge. So when we encourage women to grow along with the men, so we can build a better world. So this is one of the messages I shared with her. And second message is I shared with her was Love your mother, but don't hate another person's mother. Love your country, but don't hate another person's country. Love your religion, but don't hate another person's religion. So this is the message I have given. Then finally I shared with her a couple of aspects, messages in a nutshell. Be ambitious, be authentic, lead from the front, impact, and emphasize empathy, emphasize humanity. So these are all the things I shared with her, and she said that she has 2 sons, and I said that I too have 2 sons. And my elder son is in India, and I am in Seattle right now with my younger son. So this is how the life starts. And if there is any opportunity, I told her, if there is any opportunity, please invite me to speak, and I will share my challenges through storytelling. And she said that we are in the month of December, and we are entering into Christmas holidays and holidays, happy holidays. So let us see how it works, if there is any possibility, and she will invite me for a seminar, and who will deliver a seminar. That's what I shared with her. So let me see how it works. And she wanted me to interview on another topic, that is soft leadership. So this was the conversation I had with the host, Kate Lund. She's from Harvard. She's doctorate from Harvard Medical School, and she has her own challenges, and she started from nowhere, and now he grew as a leader in her own way. And she emphasizes from the perspective of children. Then I said that today's children is tomorrow's citizens. I told her they may be from America, I may be from India, but children are children. So we have to encourage children so to grow as good leaders. So we should we have to cultivate a positive attitude in children so that they can grow as leaders, so that we can can build leaders and to lead for the next generation of leaders, and to leave the legacy. So these are the aspects I shared with her, and she was very happy, and she touched my heart. So let me see how it happens. If things work out, then we will conduct a seminar in Seattle. If not, so I think I may be interviewed by another topic on soft leadership. So this was the amazing conversation I had with Dr. Kate Lund. She is from Seattle. So this is how I shared with you. So friends, I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I have 4 blogs and 3 YouTube channels, and I am passionate about acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. I have health challenges, financial challenges, but still I am not giving up. I am doing my best. So I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And why I started focusing on my YouTube channel is that, and I want to share my stories. I want to share my challenges, betrayals, everything I would like to share through this video. And I don't have technology to upload finished videos. I am only uploading the raw videos, and I am not a tech savvy, I am not a digital savvy, so I am uploading only raw videos with a view that my ideas and insights will be appreciated by the world. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. If some of my stories resonates, that serves my purpose. So that's the reason why I am doing. I have chronic back pain since 2007, and I have brain stroke in the 2021, and and I have internal allergies. So despite all the challenges, I am doing my best. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Share my story with the world. And thanks to technology that we have the opportunity to share our stories, which was not possible a few years ago. Now WhatsApp, YouTube, technology, AI is redefining now ChatGPT. So lots of opportunities. So let us utilize technology for social good. So I want to share my stories. I create stories and share my stories to make a difference and impact humankind. So now I discussed. Now I'll briefly about my life journey. Then I will share other aspects. And I am sharing with you lots of things. The basic aspect is to record the things and share with the world. That's one thing. Second thing is I'm utilizing my time. I'm enjoying the nature. Second thing. And the third thing, if some of my stories resonates, that serves my purpose. If people appreciate my knowledge and they will share with their networks. That is the objective of doing. This is the objective of recording and uploading my videos, despite having health challenges. So and it's very cold. I'm holding my smartphone with my left hand, and my right hand is numb, and I can't shift to my right hand. So my wife is walking with me. So I'll wait for a moment so that I will create heat by rubbing my both hands and create heat, and then again I'll resume my storytelling. So let me go to a place. It's very cold. As I think for a week, I think I'll come for walking, because the winter is approaching and there will be snow. I don't think I'll be able to walk. So now currently I'm walking. So I'll do more physiotherapy exercises just for. So friends, I'm rubbing to create friction and heat, to generate heat, so that I can hold my. It's very cold. So luckily my wife is with me and she's holding my smartphone. Yeah. So I'll share with you briefly about my life. My life is a very big journey. That's a different thing. I'll share with you in a nutshell. I was born on October 31st, 1963, in a tiny village, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. My childhood was chaotic. I could not enjoy my childhood, and I supported my father. Sometimes I used to clean the dishes. Sometimes I used to serve tea. Sometimes I would. Sometimes I would collect cash at the counter. So lots of things we did. So my childhood was very chaotic, and my father was disorganized. a litigant and alcoholic, and my mother is a disaster, and I was born into this kind of family. So we can't help the where an individual is born, and irrespective of the circumstances, we should just a moment. Just I'll walk. Yeah, I cross. Oh, okay, good. This is another junction. This is Seattle Fire Department. Okay, so friends, I love America very much, and I love their quality of living. And America is the world's #1 country. Of course, it has got its own opportunities and threats. Mostly it has got opportunities, and it has got limited threats, because economically America is very powerful and #1 country in the world. So let me restart. So at the age of 18, I joined Indian Air Force, and luckily I joined Indian Air Force, and I came out of my toxic family members and toxic family, and I was doing degree at that time. I discontinued my degree, then I joined Indian Air Force, and after I joined Indian Air Force, I developed a positive attitude and grew as a healthy citizen and as a leader, because the place where I was born was very toxic and not favorable for healthy growth. And I am grateful to Indian Air Force that it gave me an opportunity and to lead. And again, don't assume that I was an officer in the Indian Air Force, and I served in the lowest rank of a corporal for 12 years. So I was not a commissioned officer, I was an airman, and I served in the lowest rank of a corporal. And at the age of 18 or 19, I joined Indian Air Force, and which I discontinued my degree. Then again I continued by paying a condonation fee. Then I got my degree more than 4 years. That means usually degree takes 3 years, but for me it took more than 4 years. I got my degree. So when I joined Indian Air Force, my salary was around 400 rupees, and I gave my money to support my parents, and I gave my money for purchasing the gold, and I gave my money for constructing the home. Unfortunately, my siblings, they have backstabbed and betrayed. They have taken the little money, little wealth I had. So when I was born, I was from a lower middle class family. Now also I still belong to a lower middle class family. So after I joined Indian Air Force, I acquired 6 qualifications through private education. The qualifications include DME from Aeronautical Engineering from Air Force, and BSc from Andhra University, which I discontinued, and I continued. Then MA from Ajmer University in Sociology, which was private. Then I got Ph.D. BM from Ministry of Defense, which is a 2 years course. Then I got my MBA, which usually takes 3 years, but for me it took more than, I think, 5 years it took to complete my MBA. Then I got my PGDCLL from Jodhpur University. When I was in Jodhpur, 1996 to 1991, I was in the Jodhpur. So I utilized my precious time for education and learning, and whatever the limited money was there, I invested. I funded for the education of my sister, and I funded for one of my friends, which I never took back. And then whatever the limited money was there, that I used to go to far distant places to acquire knowledge, and I used to prepare notes, and then acquired qualifications. So it's very troublesome. Again, people might think that I acquired qualifications from reputed universities like Harvard, Kellogg's, Cambridge, but the reality is that I was a college dropout. I discontinued, then I continued. So whatever the qualifications I acquired, they are from different areas, and I didn't know which direction I had to go, because I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have any mentor, and nobody funded for my education, and it was all my money. Government has not funded and nobody sponsored. It's all my money. So somehow I managed, and with limited money I got acquired qualifications. So friends, whatever the opportunities you get, avail them, because we don't know whether we get the similar opportunities again next time. So avail the opportunities. Don't blame the destiny. Don't blame others. Your destiny lies in your hands. Create your own destiny. And creating destiny is easier said than done. It's full of ups and downs. In my life, mostly failures, not success. I wanted to become a commissioned officer. Then I was shortlisted. First time, subsequent 2 attempts I was rejected to become a commissioned officer. Then I applied for a postdoctoral course from Harvard. I missed the opportunity by a whisker in the year 2016. So if I had acquired a postdoctoral course from Harvard, my life would have been changed, and I would have led a very comfortable and happy life. But unfortunately, things didn't materialize. Things went wrong, and I missed the opportunities. So always, whenever I wanted to do something, things didn't work out. So we can't help, but still I persist. I am very consistent in my contribution, and I am very persistent by nature. So I persist a lot. Despite having health challenges, I am persisting. I want to impact humankind, because life is an opportunity from God. So utilize the opportunity. You are gifted with a limited time span on this beautiful planet. Utilize your time. Don't waste unnecessarily, and build next generation of leaders and impact humankind. Build a better world. Leave your legacy and build a better world, so that the next generation of people, they feel very happy and excited for our contribution. Because now I am 61, so naturally I am thinking from that perspective. I am speaking from the practical perspective, and I am speaking from the philosophical perspective. I have health challenges. Sometimes I am stammering, sometimes I am forgetting. And but despite that, I'm moving. So momentum is the key. You have to keep moving. Don't stand still. Keep moving. Gain momentum. Right? So then what happened after when I served in the Indian Air Force? My father-in-law invited me to join for business. Unfortunately, my brother-in-law and father-in-law backstabbed and betrayed, and I landed in further problems. So you can understand the kind of challenges I encountered. Born into a toxic family and betrayed by my father-in-law and brother-in-law. So you can imagine the kind of challenges. I had a brain stroke and I have business challenges. So the one leader that resonates in my life is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration since my childhood. So in the year 2007 I joined as a faculty member. When I had business challenges, I joined. At that time MBA was required to become a faculty member. So luckily I had MBA, and of course I had other qualifications also, and I was became a faculty member, and I started leading. So in the year 2007, the education helped me overcome my adversity, and I started leading, and with a limited money. I think I got around 8,000 or 9,000 rupees salary per a month. So I was managing with limited money with my wife and 2 sons. So friends, you can imagine the kind of challenges I led and I had, and I still having health challenges. So wait. Come. So just a moment. So 2010 I started writing books, and I published 53 books. Then there was no looking back, but again I published books in different genre, because I didn't stick to any particular genre, as I didn't have any guide, I didn't have any coach, I didn't have a mentor. So everything was through my self-learning. So whatever flashed on my mind, and I published, and I started with self-help, personality development. Then I published books on various other areas, like on mindfulness, diversity, teaching, training, education. Now I want to write a book which is a memoir, tentatively titled Survivor. So this book I want to write. So lots of things I want to do. So I want to go there and come back. So here, this is red apple. This is red apple market, hilltop. Now I'll Lander Street, Bank of America. This is the Cloud Cave. This is the center. So friends, I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share with your networks. This is Seattle Union Beacon Hill Station. So I want to write a book tentatively titled Survivor. Already I have kept the triggers, everything ready. Only thing I have to recover. My right hand is paralyzed, and I can't type with my right hand, and I can't eat with my right hand, and lots of challenges. So I have to have the mobility of my right hand. Right now I am walking, but I am not able to walk comfortably. So once I get back to my feet, then I will write a book tentatively titled Survivor. I would like to share my brain stroke, challenges, betrayals by my relatives, and and various other aspects I would like to share. And it all depends on my health. So first I have to recover from my brain stroke. For more than 3.5 years I still have problems with brain stroke. The good news is that I survived. The bad news is that I have health challenges. So I'll improve my mobility and I'll type with my right hand and I'll eat with my right hand. Then definitely I will publish a memoir tentatively titled Survivor, and I published 57 books. 60 books actually I wrote, 53 have been published. 7 books are still under publication, and publishers are coming forward to publish my books, but my health is not permitting. Because of my credibility of writing and because of my passion for writing, so I will publish pending books. But the challenge with me is that apart from brain stroke, the technology has changed everything within a span of 3.5 years. So I have to update facts and figures. Then I will publish my books. And apart from these 7 books, I will publish a memoir. Now I want to write a book on philosophy. Now I will cross this place and then I will share with you about my philosophy. Yeah, I have crossed. Just a minute. Padma. Just a minute, just a moment. Yeah. Okay. So here we have to get clearance, then only we can walk. Otherwise we can't walk in Seattle. So just a moment. It's very cold in Seattle. It's very difficult for me. I'll rub my both hands to create heat. Once I create heat, I can take my mobile. So I discussed various other aspects. Now I will discuss about philosophy. As I said, as I said, I'm curious and creative by nature. I create models, methods, frameworks, rules, perspectives. Then a fortnight ago, I had an idea to work on my own philosophy because already I am 61. I encountered lots of challenges, so I can share my own challenges and write a book of my own philosophy. So how I get ideas, because when I walk I get ideas, so I capture the things and then I jot down. I had written content since my childhood. Of course now the technology has changed in the recent past. So what I did, I just wanted to write my own philosophy. So first I typed Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then when I found the result, Professor M.S. Rao emphasizes the philosophy of health first, education second and wealth third. He harnesses technology. So I felt very happy and excited when I got the search engine result when I googled Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. So I was on cloud 9. So it was a very positive sign to work on my own philosophy. Then again I continued searching on my own Google page, Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then I came across an article where I mentioned what is your leadership philosophy. I published an article. So I published so many articles. I published 53 books. I published 300 research papers. I published more than 1,000 articles. I still serve on the editorial board of Emerald DLO, and I serve on the editorial board of JVPL. So lots of things I did since 2007. So 17 years, I think it's you can imagine the kind of efforts I have put in. I wake up morning 4 o'clock and I sleep every day night 10 o'clock. Afternoon I take a break. I sleep. So I was very productive, and books are my best friends. I don't have any friends. I only have friends who are my books. So I am a bookworm and I read lots of books. Then when I was googling about Professor M.S.Rao's philosophy, then again I came across some of the stories related to Socrates, where 3 filter test, and sometimes I mentioned about students, positive attitude, birds. So I felt yes, it's time for me to work on my own philosophy. Then I started working on my own philosophy. Then I first I started with a document, MS Rao philosophy. Then I started creating triggers. Then I started creating quotes, and I started creating my own template to get interviewed. So like that, all these documents, I put them into a folder. Then I created certain aspects of my philosophy, that is God, universe, attitude, empathy, humanity. So these are all the things I noted down, and I created my own philosophy to start with. It's a positive sign, and more and more I will do research. Then when I googled, then I came to that Socrates is known as the father of philosophy. I didn't know that he was known as the father of philosophy. So I started thinking. Then again I admire Socrates. Some leaders I admire to start with: Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, then Aristotle's student, that is Alexander. This is the sequence I memorized. So the research is going on, and much is in the store about my philosophy, and I will also publish a book on my own philosophy. It takes time. For me, this philosophy will be the lifetime goal. So this is about my philosophy. Then and why I started exploring is that an idea has started. An idea has flashed on my mind. Whenever I get an ideas, I capture the ideas and capture them, write them, then and take them to execution. Not like other people. Most of the people, they have ideas and they leave them, but in my case I execute them effectively, and I don't give up. So this is briefly about my philosophy, which I started exploring, and this will be lifetime philosophy, and I'll probably publish a book on my own philosophy. And there are some aspects about philosophy, like nihilism, hedonism, existentialism, then stoicism. Then when I googled, then I already published an article and research paper on stoicism, and I admire Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman general and scholar, and he wrote a book. He had the habit of writing. So all these things helped me to work on them. And Marcus Aurelius was a leader. He was a Roman leader and also an author. He wrote a book. So I'll integrate everything and work on them, and I do things little by little. I can't do overnight. So daily I decided to work on my philosophy for 1 hour, and I'll keep researching and doing things. So this is briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. The next one, now I am going to the next level. I'll talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. So let me take a moment. Let me cross this road. Then I will start Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. So this is Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. This is a center, and we are waiting for the signal. Once we get the green signal, we will walk and talk. So I will start a new rule, that is Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. I got clearance, yeah. Yeah. So now I'll talk about Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. How I got this idea is that I've been hitting gym for more than 40 years. That's one thing. And at the age of 18, I joined the Indian Air Force. So I started going for health run. Every day morning I would wake up along with my colleagues in the Indian Air Force. Then we went for a health run. So first aspect was waking up early morning. That was one thing, trigger. Second thing is that I've been waking up morning 4 o'clock since 2007. That's the second aspect. Third aspect is that I believe in creating, generating and destroying unwanted things. These three aspects led me to coin Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule, and I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule on October 31st, 2024. That day was very unique in my life. Why? Because that was my birthday, October 31st. And second thing, I was born on Thursday too. Third aspect was that it was a Halloween day. And fourth thing was that we celebrated Diwali across the world. So because of these four aspects, I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4am rule. And so this is how I started, and I released a trailer in my own way, because I am not a tech savvy. So I uploaded a video on Professor M.S. 4am rule, and still the research is going on. I think more than 6 years ago I was interviewed by a magazine, My Morning Routine, and that was one thing that worked out. and I shared that I was a morning bird, and what I would do once I get up. So all those things I mentioned some 6 years back. So, and I often mention with others that I am an early bird. I mention in my books, and also I mention on my interviews or magazines and journals. So all these things. So I started. So how this is how about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. Every day morning I wake up at 4 o'clock. I create my own knowledge. Then I generate knowledge because I have 43 years of diversified experience, and I am 61 years old. That means I have been observing for 61 years. So I integrated everything and I generate my knowledge. Then at the end of the day, what I do, I destroy unwanted files, folders, and I prepare a to-do list at the end of the day. So this is briefly about my daily routine. That is briefly about Professor M.S. Rao's daily routine. So, and this is what I have been doing it. And so when you follow Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule, what happens? You wake up every day morning 4 o'clock. When you wake up 4 o'clock, the entire day will be under your control. There won't be any distractions, and you will focus clearly and achieve your goals and objectives. You achieve happiness and joy. You achieve productivity and performance, and it has got multiple benefits of being an early bird. Of course, there are people they are not night owls. They have their own clock. They have their own rhythm. So I stick to my own circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm means body clock, briefly. So it's a pattern. That means I have my own circadian rhythm, in the sense I wake up 4 o'clock and contribute a lot, and sleep in the night 10 o'clock. In the afternoon I take a break for a moment so that I can recharge, then I can work. So this is how I have followed. And before I go to bed, what I do, I give commands to my subconscious mind of what I have to do for the next day morning. So let me tell you, every day morning at the end of the day, I give commands. I give commands to my subconscious mind, and when I know the power of subconscious mind, and when I give commands to my subconscious mind before going to bed in the night, next day morning I wake up and I do things of my own. So that helps me in many ways. And then basically the power of subconscious mind is people don't realize. So you must realize and understand and apply it. It is, if you have any health challenges also, you can overcome if you give commands positively. If you give negative commands, you will get negative results. So better to give positive commands, you get better results, and you achieve happiness and joy. So daily undertake 3 tasks and work on them. And sometimes things don't work out, but I persist a lot. I am persistent by nature, and I'm consistent in my daily routine. So because of Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule, waking up at 4 o'clock, I got fair results, good results, and it's not easy to resolve all the problems, But as far as possible, I got better results. Then if I don't get results, then I postpone to the next day. Then again I will work on them. Then I will troubleshoot, work on them, and get the desired outcomes. This is how I achieved my goals and objectives. Even when I had brain stroke, I collapsed. Then the power of subconscious mind helped me bounce back. So don't ignore the power of subconscious mind. Unlock your creativity, potential by leveraging your subconscious mind. And when you follow daily routine, that is Professor Msrao's 4am rule, you can check for dementia, you can check for depression, you can check for decision fatigue, and you can check lots of challenges. And dementia is a very big challenge. People have got Alzheimer's disease in US, in America, and it helps. So if you check dementia, it's good. And what you can do is you can go for walking, you can go for swimming, you can go for meditation, you can pursue your hobbies, and whatever you feel comfortable, you can pursue them. But momentum is the key, and you have to emphasize on positivity and the right attitude, right? So these are all the aspects. And I was a gold medalist in swimming in a district in the year 2007. So you can go for swimming, and when you go for swimming, the entire body is put to work because the entire body floats. This is the advantage. If you don't have a swimming pool, if you don't have that kind of opportunity, then go for meditation. Meditation is good, very peaceful and pleasant. You can unlock your creativity, potential, and you get joy and peace. And all that you need is to have a mat. Have a mat and do meditation. Meditation is one of the best things in the world to check mental illness. Then you can go for a walk. Now what I am doing is walking. I love walking. I don't have two-wheeler, I don't have four-wheeler, and I walk. When I walk, I get lots of ideas. So I capture my ideas and work on them. That's how I do it. Even while walking, I used to stop and I used to write the things, because I always used to keep a diary, and I used to write down. So like that I did it. So you can go for a walk. Walking is the best medicine. You don't have to do anything, no investment, no equipment. You can go for a gym. If you love, you can go to gym and do workout. And I have been hitting gym for more than 40 years. So apart from hitting the gym, you can go for walking. When you walk, you will have clarity of your mind, and you will be energetic, and you will be very you will have a positive attitude, and you keep walking and you keep enjoying. Especially now I am walking and enjoying the nature, and I am sharing my ideas and insights. So I am doing multiple things at one go to impact humankind. So this is what you can do it. So these are all related about Professor Msrao's 4am rule, and I created a folder. In that folder I have documents, triggers, hashtags, everything I have kept ready. And whenever I get any ideas in that particular area, for example, yesterday I came across a concept that is known as Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means that is meditation, sleeping meditation. Yog Nidra. That means it's a meditation. You can sleep and you can relax. Some people they don't get a sleep, so you can go for Yog Nidra. That means you can get sleep. Some people don't get sleep. So for that, what you can do, you can go for Yog Nidra. That's a thing. So like that, you can do lots of things. Then I also talked about underwater meditation, and I tried maximum, I think 90 seconds I was in the water, but beyond that I was not able to remain in the underwater. So I mentioned about underwater meditation in one of the chapters of the book titled See the Light in You. So lots of things I am doing. My idea is to impact humankind positively. So now wrapping up the idea of this Professor M.S.Rao's 4am rule, and we can't force people to wake up every day morning, because some people are night owls. Second thing, some people work at different time zones due to their organizational commitments, so we can't force them. Everyone has their own circadian clock, and it's advisable to wake up every morning at 4 o'clock so that you can gain lots of advantages. Recently, I think 1 week ago or so, I watched the video of Bob Iger. He was a CEO of Disney. He also wakes up at 4 o'clock. So there are people, they wake up in the morning. For example, not Steve Jobs, Tim Cook, he wakes up at 3:45 and he does work. So everyone has their own rules and regulations. I have my own rules and regulations, but ultimately you have to be mindful and you have to enjoy your life mindfully, right? So, and what works for me may not work for others, so I am only sharing these ideas and insights that works for you. And some of the things you can discard. Even I have discarded many things in my life. So whatever is useful, that only we should take. So life is all about learning, unlearning and relearning. Certain things we do, then again we undo it because they are not required. So life is all about learning, unlearning and relearning. So these are all again related to Professor M.S.Rao's 4am rule. So friends, I think if you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share lots of stuff, walking and talking. You only take whatever is required. Whatever is not relevant, just discard, right? So next I am going to a point, then I will talk about next one, that is soft leadership. Just a moment. So now I will talk about soft leadership. As I said, I create new rules, regulations, not rules and regulations, rules and then frameworks. I created a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. And I earned my Ph.D. in soft skills in the year 2011. And I blended soft skills with leadership, because soft leadership is related to leadership, for which I am passionate about. Then soft skills I earned from my PhD. So I blended soft skills with leadership and coined a new leadership perspective that is known as soft leadership. And how I started this perspective was that I have the habit of taking feedback. I'm a continuous learner. There are two principles I stick to. One is, first, I'm a continuous learner. Second thing, I take feedback very seriously. Then some of the audiences, especially during my MDB programs and during my EMBA programs, students were not happy with the prevailing leadership styles. They were looking for a new leadership styles. Why? Because the present leadership styles don't work out. So they felt that they wanted, they were looking for a new leadership style. And hi, how are you? Very pleasant. Huh?
He's a nice boy.
Yeah, boy. What's the name, boy?
Isco.
Ah, Isco.
Yeah.
Good. Very cute, huh?
Thank you.
Oh.
He loves walking.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
What is the breed, this one?
It's called Japanese chin.
Oh, Japanese chin. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Chin, huh? Oh, chin. Yeah, you are gifted with a beautiful chin. Yeah, good.
With a little sweet face.
And you are gifted with a beautiful smile. Yeah, you smile and I also smile a lot. Yeah. Hi. So I am going with my wife actually, and I had to cross this one. That's why I am standing here. I am with my wife. Oh, now I got clearance. Okay. Oh. She is my wife.
It's nice to meet you.
So, okay, pleasure talking. Huh? Have a great day. Eh? Bye. So I was talking to a woman. So I'm very open. I'm very open-hearted, and I talk to people and open up very easily. Most of the times people enjoy my conversations and I talk to them, but some people they resist, so then I avoid, because I don't want to get into any problems. Just now I came across to a woman. She was dog walking, and that dog is a Japanese chan, that one, and I talked with her. So I talk to unknown people, and it's good to talk to people and to start conversation. So because some new things you learn from the people. So this is about the woman I came across just now. She has got a dog, male dog, that is a Japanese chan, that is a breed. I asked her, she told. Fine. So now let me focus on my soft leadership. So I started soft leadership because there was a gap. So whenever there is a gap, I will close the gap. So the prevailing leadership styles were not relevant. The students felt. Then I thought, because there were lots of leadership styles like autocratic, democratic, delegative, servant leadership, like that. And then I started exploring. Then I started Professor M.S. Rao's that is soft leadership. The soft leadership I will briefly explain. The soft leadership is all about people skills without compromising task orientation. And there are 11 C's. I created a framework of 11 C's, which is a framework. They are courage, charisma, concise, character, conviction. So these are all the 11 C's. Then I created as a framework. Then I published some articles and research papers on soft leadership. The soft leadership helps countries achieve peace and prosperity. The soft leadership helps organizations achieve excellence and effectiveness. The soft leadership emphasizes your left brain with your soft skills and your right brain with your leadership. And the soft leadership is not about complaining, it's not about criticizing, it's not about condemning. The soft leadership is all about empathizing with others, adding value, and making a difference in the lives of others. This is a new definition I have created. So I keep creating my own definitions on soft leadership. Then the soft leadership helps for all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, and this soft leadership helps for all generations. And the soft leadership is about partnership. It's not about bosses or subordinates. Partnership. The soft leadership is partnership to work as colleagues. That is the concept. And the soft leadership helps technology, and especially from the perspective of artificial intelligence. So because people might think people are very soft, they don't need any soft skills, but the fact is that people need more soft skills and more soft leadership than ever before, because the soft leadership emphasizes on personality, attitude, and behavior. These are all interwoven. Then I published 10 books on soft skills and soft leaderships. One of the books titled Soft Leadership, New Direction to Leadership, I published, and it's unique in 4 aspects. First unique aspect is that the book titled Soft Leadership, New Direction to Leadership is a book that I have dedicated to Peter Drucker, who is known as the father of modern management. Then the father of modern marketing, Philip Kotler, has written a foreword for my book. Then third thing is that the father of modern HR, Dale Ulrich, has created a leadership code with my 11 C's and gave a dimension. And this Dale Ulrich is known as the father of modern HR, right? And these are the 3 unique aspects. The 4th aspect is that I published around 10 books on soft skills and soft leadership. As a result, I am known as father of soft leadership globally. You can Google soft leadership, then you will find my research papers, my articles, everything you will get it from. You will get on Google. All that you have to do is soft leadership means you will find Professor M.S. Rao, my research papers, articles, books, everything will appear. So I am doing still a lot of research on soft leadership. So people usually they retire once the research is done, but for me research is an unending process. I'll keep exploring, and I want to integrate soft leadership with employee engagement. I want to integrate soft leadership with brain science. I want to integrate soft leadership with psychology. I want to integrate soft leadership with technology. I want to integrate soft leadership with artificial intelligence. So lots of research is going on, and tomorrow I have an interview on soft leadership. So I request people to interview me, and sometimes they approach me to interview me on soft leadership. So this is how I am doing now. I think so more than 1 hour. It's 1 hour 20. I think almost close to 1.5 hours. So I'll go back. It's very painful and stressful to hold my smartphone with my left hand. Very problematic, but still I am passionate about adding value and impacting humankind. That's why I'm doing. So I want to uh, create new aspects on soft leadership and discover something unique and to impact humankind. So this is about soft leadership. Now to wrap up, now as a professor I have my own format of teaching and training and sharing my knowledge. So I introduced myself, that was one thing. Second thing, I talked about the conversation I had with my host some 2 hours back. Her name is Kate, and she interviewed me on mindfulness and wellness. Then again I talked about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 AM rule. Then again I talked about Professor M.S. Rao's philosophy. Then I talked briefly about my bio from birth to 61. So I talked about soft leadership. So lots of things I have spoken. So why I am doing all these things? Because I am walking. That's one thing. Second thing is I am enjoying the nature. The third thing is I am recording my memories. And fourth thing is that I am sharing my knowledge. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can take. And please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. So okay. So friends, life is beautiful, life is amazing, life is inspiring, life is great, life is a magic, life is a miracle. Enjoy the journey. People waste 30% of their precious time by thinking about the past, which will never come back. People think too much about the future that can't be predicted. So learn to live in the present. Especially after the brain stroke, I realized to enjoy every moment of my life, because what happens next, that we can't predict. So but I'm very much optimistic about my life. So I want to impact the world. So I'm signing off. It's very problematic to hold. So the messages are: be emphasize, be authentic, and be ambitious, and be resilient, and emphasize empathy, emphasize humanity, practice gratitude with gratitude.